All right, guys, 2023 Colorado Trail Boss installing the Rostra aftermarket cruise control. There's no information online about this that I have found, and I have searched for hours. The instructions are hot garbage. I'll just show you what I did. I want to keep this simple. Down here in the bottom, you've got these clips. They're pinned over to the side. You're going to have to pull all this trim out right here to reach this. You've got a black and a white that are going to tie in back here, and you can see I've just used these clip-ons because these wires are super thin. It says in the instructions to solder them. They're too thin to solder. So use these little clip-ons here, and you can see that better right there. It just clips on the wire, pierces in, then you can plug into it. Red and black is going to go. Now on mine, it's got, let's see if I can show you guys, a 16 on it. I don't know if yours is going to have that either, but those are the wire. This is the, I think this is the, what they call in the instructions, the 25 pin. You can tell this one here that looks just like it has fewer connections going to it. You can see, you know, it's just a couple right here, but this one back here that I am plugged into, tons of wires. And I'm trying to do this one-handed, so but that's where, and the instructions do tell you which ones you're plugging into. Finding them sucks because it's so tight, and you just have to kind of pick through them. This is the brown and white. This plugs in. These were just, you know, hanging here when I popped that panel off. You can see that's white and blue, so that's your brake. I guess like a tail light. So, and then other than that, you're going to plug in up here. You're just going to unplug the factory connection here, and then it's a straight plug in. The only other thing that kind of threw me for a loop was in the instructions where it's showing this, because it doesn't really tell you where this stuff is. It'll just say like under the dash or whatever. If you pop the side cover off, that's what it's talking about right there. And once again, just a clip on. It says gray 5th position. There's actually a couple in here that look gray, but that's your 5th position. And then you can see where I've just plugged in right there. So it's really not that bad, guys. It took me about 4 hours to decipher these terrible instructions and get it working. And it works flawlessly, by the way. The only thing I can really say is if I had to do this over again, now that I know where everything goes, it's probably not even a 30-minute job. But finding this out per garbage was an absolute nightmare. So I hope this video helps. I'm not technical. I don't do wiring. I actually had the neighbor kind of help me trace some of this stuff down. Definitely use the voltmeter like the instructions tell you. You know, disconnect your battery, do everything that you're supposed to do safety wise. But hopefully this helps, because just tracking this stuff down was an absolute nightmare. And hopefully that helps y'all. Thanks.